Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today, me and Ben are going to talk about our Merch by Amazon business. As usual, we usually discuss our sales and everything else throughout the week. So, Ben, how's everything going with your merch business?
It's good. We're back. It's been a little
Yeah.
bit of time, but we're back. Finally got some time off work, so we're able to post
Oh,
some videos and some content. But yeah, merch has been good. Had a slow start to the month, but a strong finish last month, and yeah, got some new stuff in the works. So I'm pretty excited. What about you?
Same here. Everything's pretty good. It kind of slowed down towards the middle of the month where we're at now. But last month actually did end on a good note. August, it pretty much matched my June sales. July was just a bad month for me in general, so I'm glad to see it pick back up after July. And yeah, so I'm just waiting to see what September is gonna do.
Absolutely. I'm fired up. Q4. It's right
Yeah,
here. It's around the
you
corner.
want to jump right into it on
Yeah.
numbers? You can go ahead and start.
Okay, so I'm at tier 1000. I can't remember if I talked about that in the last video or if that was before I got tiered up, but happy to be finally tiered up. So now I've got 550 live designs, and I still have 450 open slots. So definitely going to be spending some time back to uploading. And yeah, I got so for the whole month so far. I think today's the 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 11th.
Hmm.
So I've got 19 sales, 20 really, but I did have one cancel and then two returns. So I'm kind of at a slower start to the month than I'd like to be, but those were spread across 15 different designs. So that's good. I still haven't sold a pop socket, even though I've uploaded 50. So I'm waiting on that. So we'll see what happens. And then all-time sales, I wrote down 253 after my cancellation. So that's good. And yeah, other than that, the things that I've been pushing and exploring. So I got AMS unlocked. I haven't started actually playing with it yet, but that's going to be kind of the next thing that I'm dipping my feet into. And then I've also been making more sales off the merch platform. So I am selling on. I did 2 sales on Etsy in the last 11 days, and then 3 sales on eBay. So I'm starting to kind of experiment more with the other platforms. It's nothing like so far. It's not as the volume's not there like it is on merch, but I also only have maybe like 100 or less listings on both the other platforms. So I'm going to start like trying to get, I think some similar to what you're doing with the design upload challenge. Like I'm trying to also push to other platforms just to get my numbers up and start, I want to be everywhere for Q4. So the more places I can be listed and have my products live, the better. Even if I do want to get to Seller Central actually as well, the main page, and bring all my products back through there. But that's even more time consuming. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. What about you?
No, I just want to quickly touch on AMS ads. So you said you have unlocked it now. Um, Now, I'm assuming you have some experience with ads on Amazon with Seller Central. Do you have a certain strategy that you use for that? Like I know you can bid a certain amount. Do you bid like a high number and then you just hope it doesn't reach that number? Like I know some people when I did it when I first started doing Seller Central, I think I bid at like $1 for each bid for my keywords, and then it didn't really reach that. Is that something that you do as well, or do you have like a certain number you just keep it low because you don't want it to go over that
Yeah,
number?
I mean, well, I'll talk about my marketing, like my advertising experiences. I've done, in the past, I used to run Facebook ads to my Shopify store, and then I've done like played around with some Etsy ads, and those didn't go well at all. And then I've done some like advertising on through Seller Central for one of my old private label products. Which that was where I kind of started to learn about the advertising platform, but I'm not as familiar with AMS. So I know there's going to be like a little bit of a learning curve there. And so I'm excited to play around with it, but I don't know how much I'm going to put into it to get started. I feel like for me, the important thing right now is still to max out my slots. But maybe I'll put up like, I don't know, some small ad campaign, 1 or 2. I think you actually sound like you knew more about it. So you can what's the
Yeah.
whole pitch with it? Because it's not just
Well,
advertising. You can also build a store. Or
oh, for Amazon or Merch by Amazon, I've
yeah,
just seen some videos on it. I don't remember who I was watching, somebody, but they kind of briefly talked about it. Yeah, so you can build. Oh, it was actually Spencer from Merch Lifestyle. They
gotcha.
were showing that you can build an actual storefront There was an example that I saw on YouTube as well for Fortnite. They have like a whole branded store, so you can put all of your products with the same brand in that store. And you can drive traffic to it, so people can see your shirts that has its own tab. You can see they could see like the pop sockets or any long sleeve shirts. You can create tabs just like you're creating an actual website.
Interesting.
It's an actual
Rad.
store on Amazon. So I mean, you can go to Facebook and drive traffic from Facebook to your store. So they don't have to just go for one product listing. They can go for they can see all everything you have to offer, which is amazing. You know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited to start playing around with that. I mean, I think it's kind of nice getting. I know you're right around the corner from this, but like getting earlier access to things, and even like we had the pop sockets, and hopefully like international market will be soon. But like starting to get the earlier access gives you that also slight competitive advantage.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I did notice. So you have AMS, but you don't have access to international markets yet, huh?
Yeah, I haven't seen anything on for international markets yet, so we'll see what happens.
I
I
thought they
feel
were
like
doing
it's
it in an order, like you get international markets, then AMS, but I guess it doesn't work like that.
who knows with Amazon, right? So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm honestly more excited for the international markets, but I have seen some people posting that it's like a small fraction of the number they're doing in the US, which makes sense. I mean, the international markets still are like at much earlier stages than Amazon is in the US. Like, I have some experience with Amazon Canada. I know like even Amazon Canada is just start getting started. And so, yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, but again, I'm just excited to be on the platform now and get to like start utilizing these things and start pushing them. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted once I find out about AMS a little bit more.
Yeah, man, keep us posted. I'm waiting to get AMS ads as well because I think that's just a great opportunity for you to get your products out that you know are good items, like good designs, but they just need to get in front of people. AMS ads is a great way to do that.
Oh, another thing too. I've been thinking about this. This is completely kind of related, but I feel like AMS ads will give like merch sellers the ability to compete more with like non-merch products. Because there's a lot of other like people that are selling t-shirts on Seller Central, and they're ranked a lot higher, priced a lot lower, whatever. But so we don't always like go do our research and compete with them directly. And I've been thinking a lot more about like taking more of like the private label approach towards like merch by Amazon, not in the sense that like not expecting the same really high numbers, but kind of taking more of that launch style approach and thinking about like, well, how can I actually get this t-shirt ranked quickly? How can I actually start doing like not giveaways necessarily, but is there like some way that I can start generating reviews or finding like creative ways to market the product and get it ranked better? And I don't know, I'm just trying to think of like different strategies to kind of set like my shirt's like at a different level, or at least take over a niche or whatever it may be. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean that's a great approach. I know when I did private label, yeah, I was aggressive. Honestly, I when I had my product out there, I priced it at a pretty good price. I was still making some profit, but when I ran ads, I wasn't. I was making very little because
sure.
my goal was to rank the product, and then once I have it ranked very well, I was going to raise the price.
Right.
So that's a good approach. You can do. There's many different strategies you can go with AMS ads. Um, but one thing I was thinking about was that with this, you know, people are going to compete, of course. And what do you think that's going to do with prices? Some people may price their shirts higher to make up for the ad cost.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you think about it, we're not spending any money on the product. It's all
Right.
you just put the product up and then that's it. So some people may either lower the price or raise the price and then try to make up the cost if they raise the price for the ads. That might get everyone to raise their price. It's going to be harder for people that's new to merch by Amazon. It's going to be harder for them to compete. It's just there's so many things that can happen with this. I guess I'm just thinking kind of very out there, I guess. But
Yeah, I'm
there's a lot of stuff
interested.
that can happen.
I'm interested too. Like, so if I price a shirt at $14.95, or let's say $13.95, and then you're making what, like 82-cent royalty or something, maybe even less. I can't remember. But if you're also running ads to that, will Amazon like AMS automatically cut off like your ad spend if it goes over? Like, will they charge us back for any of the ad spend? You go
I
to
think they're
them,
just
or is
gonna
it
charge you. So you're saying like two separate accounts. Like if you're selling a shirt, you're only making like 85 cents royalties, but you're spending like $1. You're
Yeah,
saying something like that.
yeah,
I
like if
think they're just gonna charge you. I think they're gonna have your ad spend just raise up in a balance, and
then
it is what it is, really.
okay, so you have to be linked, maybe, like, yeah. I mean, that's what I would assume it would be. Because what if I
Yeah.
want to just rank my shirt, even if it's at a slight loss, for example, because I know once my shirt's ranked, I'm going to get more natural sales, and then I can raise the price. So maybe I keep my price low, turn on a higher ad spend, and I'm losing money at first for a month, but then it, picks up its natural pace. Like, I'm just kind of interested to see how it all works. So
Yeah, it's a tricky thing. It's kind of difficult in a way because you have to think about how much you're spending in ads, and you also have to consider that you have someone to pay. Like if you have a designer, you have to make enough money or generate enough money to pay the designer and the ads. So it's kind of a game you really have to play with, you know.
totally. Yeah. Well, anyway, so what's going on with your business? How are the numbers? How's everything looking?
All right. So for me, I'm still on tier 500. I have 497 live products right now. I did max out my slots to 500 the last time we spoke, but for the past couple weeks, I have been going through all of my listings and just taking off some stuff that I knew was not going to sell. Um, I remember, or if you remember that time when I did not have a designer, I was pretty much designing stuff myself.
Yeah.
And I always say I'm not a designer. I don't design very well, so I guess the stuff I was putting up wasn't the best because I wasn't making many sales with it. But anyways, so yeah, I was taking some stuff off. My new designer is giving me new items to put up. So now I have 497. She's
Nice.
gonna give me 7 more designs next week. So I'll probably take some more stuff off and upload those. Um, Monthly sales. So we're gonna talk about the month. We are on September 11th, and at this point, I've only sold 9 items. So that's what I'm saying. It's a little bit slow this month towards the middle. I'm thinking, or I'm banking on, or I'm hoping for people to really shop for the holidays towards the end of September. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't know. I could be wrong because people already know that it takes a while for shirts, print-on-demand shirts to get processed and then shipped to the house. So I'm assuming they're going to start shopping for holiday items like a big burst towards the end of September. We'll see, because I have quite a few Halloween designs up right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like Halloween. I've gotten one Halloween shirt that's sold, and it was like a week and a half ago. But I'm still kind of waiting for people to start those to take off, and I feel like that's right around the corner. So
Yeah. So for products, I sold um 8 different products. 6 of those were pop sockets. So pop sockets is really doing well for me. I did sell one long sleeve shirt. That was my first long sleeve shirt, and then I sold one premium shirt. That was probably my second premium shirt I've ever sold. I don't really upload to those items that much.
right.
So it was nice to see that the ones that I did do, I was able to get a few sales, especially that long sleeve shirt. Didn't expect that to happen at all.
I know, yeah. Well, we're in Southern California, so it still feels like very much so it's summer here. I mean, I was in LA the other day. It was like 95 degrees. So it's, yeah.
Yeah, man. Out here, it's pretty much in the hundreds, like the low hundreds out here.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's pretty hot.
that's brutal. Yeah.
One thing I was doing the other day, I was doing some research on my competition. I always talk about that niche that I'm in that does fairly well for me, and so when I was doing the research, I typed in the keyword in Amazon and shirts to see all the listings in that niche, and of course I saw my shirts, and 2 of them had reviews on them. I didn't know that because Amazon doesn't let you know when you get reviews.
Right.
So I saw them on there and I was like, hey, I got reviews. So I clicked on it, and unfortunately I got a 2-star review on both of the shirts. And these
Oh,
2 shirts were actually like my top sellers before. And this is when I noticed when I saw that those 2 stars, I was like, hey, you know what? These shirts, they really haven't sold in a while. So now I know why. So
dude,
shirts, 2 of my
that
top
sucks.
selling shirts got 2 bad reviews. It does suck, yeah.
I got actually the same thing. I finally started going back through some of my listings, and I found one that used to do like at least 1 or 2 units a month. And I mean, things changed, but I checked it out, 1 3-star review about the size, and it wasn't about the product, like about the design or anything, but it was about the size. Like they bought a large, and it was didn't fit as well as they thought. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, I mean that can kill your like sales. It sucks.
Yeah, I got just the opposite. The person specifically said that the shirt fit well, but the design itself, it looked kind of blurry.
Hmm.
So that's pretty much all they said in the review. That was a 2-star, and that was one shirt, and then on the other shirt was completely in Spanish, so I didn't know what they were saying.
Yeah,
But I did a little bit of research, and I think they were trying to say was the design looks better like on the computer than in person, something like
weird.
that.
Have you ordered one yourself, just out of curiosity, or?
I have. Well, when I first started merch back in February, I bought one. And it was a good shirt to me. It feels great. It fit nice. The graphics came out really good, but
Yeah,
this was a long time ago. It was more like it was all text with a little bit of a graphic in red. So it was only two different colors. I think what I should do is probably order another group of shirts to see what's going on with the items, and so I'll know like what not to put on them and what I can put on them, just to know what the colors will look like.
totally. Yeah,
Yeah. What was I about to say?
that's frustrating though. That's
Yeah.
super frustrating.
I lost my train of thought, but yeah. Uh, so yeah, I mean that does suck. I'm not sure. Oh, this is what I was about to say. I don't know if I should take those shirts off and then re-upload them. Maybe try to optimize it some type of way.
Yeah,
It was
can
a
you
bit.
just create another listing? Like, can you just go add the design again and slightly change like the title and brand bullets? I don't know if that's
Well,
like
if anything, if I were
PR.
to take it off, I would want to somehow improve it. But the thing is, it was a PNG file that my previous designer made. So I
Yeah,
don't know if I can adjust that in any way, like make the blackers black. The
yeah, yeah.
person said that the design was kind of blurry. I don't know how that can happen, but
Yeah, that's weird.
you know,
Maybe try ordering it and then see how it comes back and then re-upload, I guess, if you need to. That's frustrating though. It's like
yeah,
completely out of our control, the review process and that, but I
it
guess
really
that's
hurt
what
my
you
sales.
get.
I haven't made a sale in a while. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, that's tough. Oh, one other thing that I was going to say is working for me too, is Spark. I don't. Have you been doing anything on Amazon Spark?
I upload stuff. To be honest, probably like once a week, at least
Yeah.
that. I haven't been doing it as much as I did when I first started. Like I was uploading every day, but now I'm doing at least like once a week.
Yeah, dude, I've been trying to do like 10 to 15 a week, and I just want to open this picture really quick. I don't think this will show up, but okay, so I had one I posted last week, and I kind of forgot about it. I went back and checked it. It was like a pulled post. It has 3,799 votes for one shirt, and then 3,421 for the other. And the total views for the shirt are over 13,000. And it has like 62 smiles, 14 comments on it, and
Wow.
yeah, and I'm a 100% sure that that post has generated me like 4 of my sales, because there are the 2 shirts I put up weren't really selling before it, and they were good designs. They just were like lost somewhere down in the search results. But now I've sold like 4 of those shirts in the past like week and a half or 2 weeks since whenever I put it up. So I've been trying to like at least do 5 to 15 posts a week on Spark now. So that's another thing I've been playing around with. I still think it's great and very like under talked about in the merch community. So I highly recommend that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things that we can or should do to get ready for the fourth quarter. Like Spark, for example. There's just so much stuff to do. It's kind of hard to leave to lose. It's kind of easy to lose track of it all, I guess, sometimes. But
100%. Spark, like I mean, on my to-do list is still to add everything to Pinterest, and then like, I don't know, be like adding stuff to different Pinterest boards. But more importantly, I feel like I just need to get more designs listed. And that's what I always have to come back to, is like list more designs to sell more. And then obviously if I can do other stuff, like that's great too. But
oh
yeah,
yeah, I kind of looked at Pinterest the other day. 'Cause I haven't really touched it ever since I made an account a while ago, like when we first talked about it. But I was looking into it like a couple of days ago. Now, are you creating like is it under your personal account and then you're creating different boards for different niches, or how do you have that structured?
right now it's structured. I have a board, like for each niche, I create a board, and then on that board, I put t-shirts for that niche. Because normally how I've like started to do all my design work is that I'll do research, find a niche I like, and then do like 5 to 10 designs for that niche so that I can use like the same keywords. It's more efficient for me. And then post those shirts to merch. Then I'll create a board I mean, I'm not really doing this right now, but I'll create a niche specific board with all those shirts, and then go follow, like search in Pinterest, like in the search bar, I'll search like whatever that keyword is, and then filter by boards, and then I'll go follow a bunch of people that are following those boards. So I mean, some people are going to say it's kind of spammy. I guess it kind of is, but it works, I think.
Where you're just following them, like you're not really doing
Yeah, I
anything.
mean, I don't like comment on it. I mean, there's not really anything you can comment on, but I'll go follow them because I know that they're pre-qualified because they're following some other board that's in that niche. And then, so I think I have maybe like 500 followers on Pinterest, but I haven't really posted anything since I started doing that. I only have like 4 boards. And then I've seen some people, I do follow some other t-shirt brands on Pinterest, and I've seen really successfully these guys, what they'll do is create a board, and then they'll start like adding other pins to the board that are related to that niche, and then they'll put a few shirts like scattered in there. So it's not just their shirts, it's like their shirts plus other relevant stuff. And I think that probably works better because then you're not just inundating people with t-shirts, it's also getting like other relevant like content, and that also brings in like the opportunity that hopefully someone will find you and click through, yeah, to get there. So
Because you're building trust. Like you're not just trying to sell stuff. You know, like you're just building trust with the person that's interested in that niche. So, like for example, dogs. If you have a dog board, you're gonna post your shirts and like probably dog toys or pictures of dogs in that board, I guess.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah. And I think, yeah, I
cool.
feel like that's the strategy to take. I just, yeah, same deal. I need to put more time into actually uploading those, but it'll all come. I'm working on it. Got to take some massive action the rest of this month.
That's the name of the game, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what else? Anything else that's worked for you? New strategies, new tactics, or is that kind of it right now?
You know what? I'm really getting better with my researching strategies. I think before we talked about it, I was really into like trends and kind of being broad with the trends as well. But I've really been like keying in on going for sub niches with low competition. I kind of learned that. I mean, like the more I'm uploading, the more I'm doing research. I'm just getting better with it. So that's one thing I've been doing, and hopefully, you know, I'll see some more sales because of that. So the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, I've been giving my design requests to my designer, and they've been like just scattered throughout the different niches.
Sure,
Because
sure.
if you try to keep up with trends, it's going to be pretty tough.
Right.
You're gonna constantly being, you have to put in a lot of work, find out the next trend, and then once that trend is over, then your sales drop off, you know, or you're not making sales because that trend's already over. So that's one thing I'm really focusing on is just getting into those good evergreen niches, and yeah, so that's all I've been doing. I'm still doing the POD upload challenge, which is me uploading to different platforms. So far, I've knocked out Etsy. So I still have Teespring and Redbubble and Spreadshirt to get to knock out. I want to upload 200 products to those different platforms.
Nice.
And yeah, so I'm in a good place. Uh, Spreadshirt, for example, is extremely easy to upload to.
Yeah.
This is like a click of a button. They upload the designs to a ton of products. You just add your title real quick, all on the same page, and you click done, and it's done. Go to the next one. Same thing. It's extremely easy. So if I do batches of 50 a day, I can knock those 3 platforms out pretty easily.
Yeah, that's
So that's
legit.
what's been going on with me. Etsy's doing pretty well. I'm getting a lot of favorites, you know, stuff like that, favorite shops and favorite
Are you
items.
advertising it all on there right now, or is it all organic?
Yeah, I'm doing ads. I so far I have 2 sales. One of those sales was from ads. One thing that I noticed is that there's a certain item, and to be honest with you guys, I sell a lot of crop tops. I think that's what they call the shirts for girls.
Mm-hmm.
I do pretty well with those. But anyways, there was one item that got a lot of clicks, so my cost was going up because it's getting pretty competitive now. But I was paying a lot for it, but it wasn't converting. So
Yeah.
now what I did, because usually they'll suggest like an auto bid for you, or they'll
Sure.
automate a bid for you. So now
Sure.
I just lowered that bid to what I feel is comfortable. And that's some things you have to do because sometimes I'll just put it on ads and then let it run.
Yeah. It
Um,
adds up quick.
yeah, it does add up quick. So now you gotta go back in there and then you gotta locate like what you're spending a lot of money on that's not converting, and then change, like you want to run ads for it, but you don't want to spend so much. Just lower the price, lower the bids. You don't have to do what they're suggesting. So yeah, that's one thing that has been working out for me. So yeah, Etsy's going pretty well.
Cool.
Got over 200 designs. more stuff is coming next week for my designer, and yeah, everything's pretty much looking up.
Dude, nice. I'm excited. We've got a big few weeks coming up, hopefully. I want to close this month out strong, but I'm excited for Q4.
I am really curious to see how September is going to be. Are people going to start buying towards the end or not? You know, who
Totally.
knows? I know people are definitely going to start buying about 2 weeks before Halloween, or like when all the big stuff happens. So
yeah, we're
yep.
getting there. We're getting close.
Yes. So I guess we're going to conclude the video from there. If you guys have any questions about print-on-demand merch by Amazon, go ahead and feel free to leave any questions or comments in the comment section below. I'll leave my email in the description box. I'll go ahead and link up Ben's channel to his YouTube as well. And so that's going to be pretty much it. Ben, do you have anything else you want to say at all?
Yeah, same deal. Put all the links in the description. Like, share, subscribe, whatever. Do what you want. We'll be back next week. We do have some guests that we're working on getting on the channel. So, yeah, again, if you guys want to see anyone else on our channel or have us interview them, make sure you drop a comment below and let us know too. I think that's it.
Yep. Sounds good. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.
Boom.